Thank everyone.
And now, welcome. It's time for Friday Night Marketing. We're gonna rock. We're gonna roll. Get real and bold. Come on, join the show now. It's about to unfold. Get raw, get real, get results now. We're the latest steel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. Get real, get results now. We're the latest steel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. In the spotlight, feel the fever. Every pitch and quest. Dreams are big, get bigger tonight. Push the limits, reach new heights. So grab your seat, don't blink an eye. 'Cause Friday night we'll touch the sky. And now, welcome. It's time for Friday Night Marketing Raw.
Kaboom. Hello, it's Friday. This is Friday Night Marketing Raw, the most dynamic show on internet marketing on the whole internet ever.
And you're so monotone. I don't know.
How you doing, everyone? Hope you had a good week. Hi, Dan. Hi, Kurt. Good to see you.
Howdy.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
I tell you what,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all this money. All I did was install Emerald, and it made me YouTube channels and made me millions of dollars in fucking seconds.
Millions?
Oh, so we go. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I just thought it was a scam. Actually,
Emerald.
did you, out of interest, Dan, did you get review access?
No. So I sent the message.
Yeah.
And let me just.
The guy that messages Dan Bradley multiple times a week asking, can I count on a launch? When Dan finally goes, can I have review access?
I won't share who it is, but we all know we're talking about. So, hey, can you send me review access, mate? I'll take a look. And then he goes to the JV, sends me one generic with the JV.com. And it says in the JV doc, if you'd like review access, please reach out. Are you taking it? And then it goes on. 24-hour reminder. Are you in? File. Push again. Mail again. Any chance you can mail again? Mail again. I'm like, dude, you've not even sent me the fucking review access. Oh, sorry.
I think that's just proof of what we guessed it was. Nothing but a bot.
There's no relationship. There's no, there's no anything like that,
We're 5 minutes in, Dan. We're 5 minutes in. We're good. So that's the one thing about the YouTube monitors and the hall monitors. Up to 5 minutes, it's no cuss words. Then after that, it's like, fuck it. I don't care.
But I thought it was 10 minutes. Because I normally make sure
it's
early in a video. Now.
Oh, okay. Because I normally drop an F-bomb by about 9 minutes just to be on the safe side and make sure we don't get monetized.
Sorry, if you get demonetized on that one, my fault.
Well, we have to get monetized first before we can be.
Yes, I was saying you're not even monetized yet, are they?
There it comes.
So yeah,
that's because everyone comes online to talk instead of watching us on YouTube. Actually, we got 3 people watching on YouTube right now. So
true.
Imagine that. We actually have people watching.
So yeah. Anyway, so on the topic of that, basically, that was a non-starter. And since that message, which was last Friday, we did that. Yeah. I bet he's probably sent another 10 or 15 messages. Are you in? Are you mailing mail now?
I have seen a lot of people mailing for it, which is the big problem that we have with the industry. But yeah, no, a lot of people have mailed for it. I guess those tactics work at some level.
I was on a call with, I can't say who, I was on a call with someone the other day. They've been in the IM game a while. And I said to them, okay, give me your view on this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I say the IM game, they've been in the marketing game a while. They don't really work in this bubble. And so we loaded this sales page up on their computer. They were screen sharing and they start scrolling down. And I'm hearing them sort of going, YouTube. What's that? And after a few minutes, this guy is thumping his desk going, tell me what it fucking is. All you've done is tell me what YouTube is, what Elon Musk does sometimes, nothing about what this really is. And it's not until almost 3/4 of the way down that fucking page before he even starts to hint at what it does.
Yeah, but then when he does, you go, well, that's not possible at all. Otherwise, everyone would be doing that. So even when you get there, actually, there's a disconnect because you go, Jesus, if it was that good, would he be selling it to me for $9 on Warrior Plus?
Well, of course he wouldn't.
And the other great thing is when he shows all these famous people that have all got huge followings on whatever platform he's talking
and nothing to do with the product.
Nothing to do with it. And he goes, and the thing, what have all these, $1 million earners got in common? And my immediate answer,
they didn't buy your product. That's
not your software. That's for fucking sure. There is no way Mr. Beast has sent Billy Dar $9 for a copy of Bloody Emerald.
Could you just imagine them? Like you buy the product and you go into the exclusive buyers Facebook group and you see all of these guys. They're just in there having a chat. Elon Musk, Mr. Beast.
To be fair, Mr. Beast asked for review access, but he never heard back.
Yeah.
Jesus. No, but I tell you what, February has got busy fast. Like we're a couple of weeks out from a launch, and every single day I seem to be someone else's like kind of jump on first or just before us. February is getting very busy on the a lot of it's pointless, of course.
We spent 10 minutes earlier on another live talking about that and why, and the fact that you come out the Christmas period, the New Year period, and everything else, and it's that there is a dead time. Because of people were focusing their attention elsewhere. So there's no point. Honestly, there was no point in doing a full-on launch in January. Roll out stuff, send out little reminders, keep it low-key, just let it bubble, let people know you're there. And
send some value. Yeah,
and February's when everything starts picking up again. Because people are over the shock of the credit card statement they got from Christmas. And they start spending again, whether they got the money or they don't. It's just how...
If I could have been a little bit quicker off the mark, I'd have launched mid-February. But as it is, I'm giving everybody a month, which
I mean, let's face it, there hasn't been anything this month that's been worth.
No, there hasn't. There hasn't.
Everything that I've been sent has been dog shit. Everything that I've seen listed has been utter garbage. People sending me, "Oh, do you want to have a look at this? What is it? Oh, it's the latest thing on crypto." No, I don't do crypto offers. I'm not remotely interested.
Do you know what, though? That offer is sold very well. I said the same thing, right? Because Richard sent it over to me. He was like, "Oh, this, that, and the other." And we do owe said vendor a receipt. So I said, "Yeah, no worries. I'll take a look." And I went, I don't know really much about it. I don't do it. I don't have the audience for it. I've never promoted said products. Not for me.
That was my problem as well. And I've promoted his stuff in the past. He's made some really, really good stuff in the past. I
promote that stuff. Same, but the thing is, you have to know your audience, and the audience have to know you. And I've always said, and if it had changed, I'd have taken them on the journey. But I've always said, and even when I have played with crypto, and I've told people in Society 11, I've mentioned it. I said, "Oh, I am doing this. I don't recommend it. I'm just trying it. I think it's a gamble. I think it's this. I think it's that." I've never pushed those things why? Because I've never made a sustainable income and then been able to do it again repeatedly.
Yeah.
So it's not a business model. It's a punt. And I'm not in the business of selling punts. I'm in the business of teaching people how to build a business. So
it's gambling. Let's really say what punt is a really nice, easy way to say it. It's a gamble.
Could I make a shit lot of money if I mailed out that offer to my list? Very probably. Lots of people would probably buy it. It's got a very strong copy and everything else. But are any of them really going to get any value out of it? And is it what I want to be known for?
The value they're going to learn is not to invest in meme coins.
Yeah.
After they get rug pulled about a dozen times, you're going to be like, "It's a fucking scam." Well, you're right. It is.
It's like all the fuss. How many products are we already starting to see it leak out on DeepSeek? And I'm like, it's just a model. Why are you releasing a DeepSeek secret?
Doesn't make any sense.
Here is the DeepSeek secret for everybody watching. This is the DeepSeek secret.
I've just seen your post.
Okay. If you go to ChatGPT and type in that same command, but say, "And show me all your thought process, please." And then when you hit enter, while it's doing that, get all your data and send it to someone in China. It's the same thing.
Well,
I obviously, try these things, especially when
I've used it in the web. I've used basically the web.
Yeah. And I started trying to do something in it, and it stopped. And it just feels a bit unreliable. Whereas I'm using Google a lot at the moment.
Gemini is surprisingly good, isn't it?
Google is amazing. I was very shocked, to be fair, because I thought, oh well, they'll do the coding bit right because they're Google, but no, the language stuff is in there is actually really good as well.
Their voice technology is above grade.
Oh, the notebook stuff, all of that area is amazing. But I just mean the Gemini 2 is really good. It's right up there with Claude. It's right up there with ChatGPT, and it's at the moment 100% free. So, I'm still paying for Abacus because it's $10 a month, and I like to keep that going. I am making products with it,
and they keep adding extra flipping things into it
too, and they're really bloody good as well.
And they're fast at adding to it. They're like, we've got another model you can have access to, and like they're really rapid with it, really on the ball. So
it saves you having to pay for a thing like OpenRouter, which I love OpenRouter. I think it's brilliant. I've used it for a couple of things in the past, but the credits thing on that is a bit annoying.
David Kavanaugh.
I sent out an email. So, David, if you want to join us, all you have to do is click the link below inside the YouTube, and you'll see the one for StreamYard, and that'll bring you in. You can join us on screen. I know it's late where you're at, but come on.
Well, if not, you're welcome.
Or it's early. I think it's early where he's at.
Hey, if you're up,
He's in bed. There you go. He's not going to come on and hang out with us lot.
Of course. Well, I don't blame you. Stay in bed.
Well, it's funny. Dan and I were talking when everyone else had left last week.
I was reminded to explain to my wife while I was 5 hours on this last. She was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's not that bad. I came off at 10 o'clock. It was about 3 a.m. for Steve by the time we finished up."
Right?
It was gone. It was nearly 4. But the whole week I've been going to bed at like 5 in the morning because I've been making a product, and that's what happens. That 1 week where you're actually making something and putting stuff together, and all of the moving parts have to go at the same time. I always have a messy week that week. No, I was talking about a product that had launched a little while ago called Moneycraft, and essentially it was arbitrage with flipping video games. So you go and find video games in cheap stores, and it was a great little product. But I could see a route to market. We could see a route for clients to go and do that themselves. Because anybody can do that with the knowledge. Something like the crypto stuff. Technically, it's the same thing, but I think there's too many potholes you can fall into with something like that.
I think you've just got to, there's so many. The problem is there's so many meme coins. So if you look at that, right, anything to do with kind of, collectibles or anything to do with, which is all kind of, the video game sort of stuff and all that sort of stuff, right? Like, there's less chance of that whole thing being a rug pull, right? You look at this girl who, what was she called? The girl who was famous for spitting before she...
Girl.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you look at her, it's like, so she did, she got a bit of fame, whether you agree in the reason why she got famous or not, got some attention, then she released a meme coin. All these... what I will use colloquially word as idiots who decided to put all of their money into it, right? They put all their money into it and then poof, gone, right? So did some people make money from it? You bet you they did. Some people made bloody millions. But the average person who I always think is probably on my list or your list, they will be the people holding the bag at the end.
Yeah.
They'll be the people going, where's that gone?
I always think, actually, the people on the list we should be thinking about aren't the average people. They're the people who are just below average. The people who are... And there are a lot of them in the industry. We know some of them launch products. But there's...
I almost missed that. Very good.
But there are people who come in, and I'm sure we've all seen it at some point, that somebody's messaged us about one of our products and said, I'm really stuck on it. And you go down a rabbit hole with them and you just realize they're just not capable of following the instructions that you've given them. And I've seen some people take that and go, oh, no, well, you need my other product, my bigger product that you've got to pay $2,000 for. And then, the right thing, of course, supposed to do would be to say that you're not getting this, you need to get this stuff first before you can
and I think, do you know what, I think there's two sort of streams of thought with that. Part of it, and I've been guilty of this before, when I go and film a video, I've got all this knowledge that I want to impart and the video becomes 30 minutes and people just can't digest that, right? So part of my job and what I've been trying to get better at is straight to the point, right? If I can get that message across in 2 minutes, right, rather than 20, the chances are that someone's going to watch that video, 2 minutes, okay, go and do it. And then next step, 2 minutes, go and do it. So I think there's a bit of that. But then the other side of it is there's times, and I see it sometimes on our support, when I jump in there and I see, this hasn't worked for me or whatever. What hasn't worked? Well, I've not been able to do that. What do you mean you've not been able to do it? Like sign up for Google or sign up for JVZ. I was like, what do you mean you haven't been able? What's the error? And it's like, well, I click on the link and then I just don't understand what to do. I was like, well, you follow the instructions on the screen. You need to put your name where it says name. And so it just seems...
I thought you were done for you solution. Aren't you doing it for me?
Sure. Send me a copy of your ID and your credit card. I'll do it all for you.
Yeah. Come on, Dan. I've given you $7. Get on with it.
That
and I only had to give
first of all,
back to the affiliate.
First of all, how much are you getting paid for all of this stuff? That is important. We've got to live as well. Yeah. And secondly, are you giving the right level of information for the client base that you've got? And I know I've been guilty of just assuming that people know how to do things in the past. But at the same time, I can't go all the way down in step by step into absolutely everything, because you'll be there forever and nobody will watch the damn videos anyway. Yeah. And with one of the things, now that I'm hosting my videos on YouTube, I can see exactly how many times a video's been watched, and it's disheartening. It's absolutely... It really is.
I went into Vimeo to upload some videos for this next launch, and I was looking back, just because it's what comes up on there, you know, the traffic that you've had over the last 30 days. And there were some days in the last 30 days, not even had a single view. And there's several products out there. And I'm like, what? Like, we've got several hundreds of clients, you know, in those particular products that have bought in the last sort of 30 to 60 days. Some days not even a view.
It makes me we do run a Webby, and the Webby would be for access to a platform with training and everything else. But it was like something like a 3K deal or a 2K deal or whatever. And it always amazed me that a lot of these things, people would sign up. And then when we went and looked at those stats, 30 days after they paid us that money, and you look at how many people have watched the first video that says, watch this first. And it's the same old story. Yeah. Less than 20% of the people that have just handed you $2,000 or $3,000, doesn't matter what the price point is, people either take action or they don't.
I can go one better than that, because I can do literally what we had that conversation with Richie about a week and a half ago, because we were saying about we have a high ticket program, so we have several different levels, but one of them includes one-to-ones with me. And so I was doing them where, we do a one-to-one, and at the end of that session, whether it be 30 or 60 minutes, I'd say, let's have a little look at our calendars and let's get the next one booked in, right? Mm-hmm. And we had the conversation of, so let's just, what we need, because we're getting more and more people coming in, and obviously, calendars, films, so let's just change it slightly so that I will give them a few things to work on that week. And then once they've done them, they book onto my calendars. They can choose a date and time of their liking. Since doing that, the number of people that are actually booking sessions has gone through the floor.
Yep.
And you just don't hear from people. And it's like these people have given us thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Some of them a month, 2 months ago, and they're just MIA.
Well, when Richie and I were doing Total Funnel Formula, the way we had this thing broken down, this was the group version, not the solo thing. So we had all these people, they would come on once a week, and we would talk to them all individually and find out where they're at. And we would break it down and send them away. And you would find out normally next week someone had come back, and someone had done a really good job. Most of them had done it 5 minutes before they came to the call, because they treat it like they're at school.
Yeah,
I'm not your teacher. I don't give a fuck if you've done it or not. I don't care. Like, you've paid me to show you how to do this and to handheld and walk you through the steps, show you what to do so you can do it and learn. But that bit's on you. It's not just now you've given me the money, I'm going to download the information into your brain and it's just going to magically happen for you.
But it's that disconnect, because for many people, them getting the credit card out and spending money, be it $10 or 10,000,
that's when the dopamine hits.
Well, that to them is, I've worked on my business.
Oh yeah,
I've worked on what did you do? Today. Oh well, I bought this. Yeah. Well, that's not working on your business. Oh, but have you opened it? No, it's on my hard drive. I mean, now obviously it's all SaaS, but it's the same thing, right? I've got it there and I'll refer to it when I need it. Working on your.
I think people do that. I mean, people do go, oh, well, I know I'll need to do that at some point. I'll buy this now, and then when I need to do it, then I'll have that thing to do it with. Completely, I assume, oblivious to the fact that a lot of these products will disappear in 6 months, and then they won't have the thing that they bought.
Yeah.
Well, but yes, admittedly, but that is a thing that happens rather regularly, unfortunately.
It's because, I mean, at the end of the day, people have got to be realistic about it. And I always say the same to my list. I know previously I used to sell everything under the sun. That was what we used to do. But now I always say, look, think about it in a realistic way. If you're buying a SaaS product that, for example, generates video, which means it's very intensive, i.e. expensive on a regular basis, and that product is $47 or whatever, $67 one time. Once that money's come in and there's no recurring, how long do you think they're going to keep paying now they've got your money to keep that going? Because it's expensive, right? So you've got to look at it from what's the business logic of this. And if it's a product that, hey, you get this and you get a number of credits, but then if you want to get more credits, you've got to buy them, or, you know, you can pay $47 a month and get unlimited. So you see there's revenue built in, then I feel much more comfortable recommending it, because now they've got a reason to keep it going because they've got that recurring income coming in, right? But people don't. They just say, oh, $37 one time, unlimited videos. Oh, this will work for the next 20 years. You know, server costs.
The other thing, unlimited videos end up not being unlimited videos as well. I can't remember the amount of times that I don't think I've ever seen a product where it's been, oh, this is completely unlimited, and then
do you know my
go
favorite?
into it and you know.
Yeah, a couple of 3-4 years ago when it was big, everyone was having a video product, right? Everyone had their own video thing to do, right? And there was one of them, it had gone through, and it looked, it was really, really good, and it was going to be unlimited, and it was this and whatever else. And you go through it, and in about size 6 font at the bottom of the page was limited to maximum output of 5 minutes per video.
Yeah.
It was like,
well, there was one.
It's useless, really.
There was one, because I've done video for a long time, and I used to make videos for businesses who wanted video stuff. So I've got a long history of making videos for people, and then so you learn things like, well, you know, roughly if you're going to estimate the size of a video, I mean, in terms of like bandwidth and everything, you kind of get an idea about what that is. And this one just looked a bit janky to me, and I went through the numbers and I worked it out, and what they were saying was unlimited video, and, you know, host as much as you want, could probably hold about 10 videos, and that was it. Certainly if you wanted it to be what was then HD, so 1080p videos. And if you were doing anything lower, 720, I mean, it's not, you would think that it would be, okay, well, I'll half the resolution, I'll half the size of the video, but it doesn't work like that, because videos have got wrappers on as well. And a lot of the bandwidth is the wrapper. So even with a much smaller file size, you wouldn't get a lot of use.
And realistically, I mean, we shouldn't be. I mean, I upload everything in at least 1080p, right? You know, like I'm not uploading stuff now.
I am now uploading everything in 4K because it's going straight to YouTube, and why the hell not? I film in 4K because I've got 4K cameras. That's the only reason I do it, because I'm set up to make YouTube
but downscale. But yeah, it's the same.
Sure, yeah.
But I do that because I'm paying for the video stuff.
Well,
right?
You're paying for the
YouTube,
but I'm
whatever.
I'm a lot more comfortable now about putting a YouTube video out as a product video, not a sales video. That's still going up to Bunny, but, you know, as a product video, I'm a lot more happier about putting YouTube out, purely because I know it's there. If something happens, if I get run over and I can't pay a bill for a month, it's not going to just disappear.
Right. For
the people who have bought it, you know.
What's the video creator that was really big and then sold to GoDaddy? Vidnami.
Yes.
Vidnami.
Yeah.
And you know what GoDaddy did with it?
Fuck all.
Nothing.
Shit canned it.
Yeah.
But there's so many products that have gone that way. There's so many products that are great products. They then get bought out by a bigger company because they want to have the Swiss Army knife of everything, and they all
often Amazon. If you're talking about creative tools, often Amazon will jump on a product and just buy it. Or Canva's doing that now. Canva's just bought Affinity, although I think Canva have bought Affinity because they want to compete with Adobe. So I'm fairly confident about it.
But at least with a company like Canva, you're hopeful that that's still a good. Because I mean, like I've been paying Canva there $10 a month for I don't know how long now.
Yeah.
I have no plans of cancelling it. It is one of the most useful SaaS tools that I have. It's eliminated so many more expensive things and slower ways of doing things for me. And anything beyond what I can do in that, I outsource it anyway.
Well, everything for me on Canva is now it's time and templating, because I'm getting very big on you template your business so it doesn't take as long to do. And
system.
And the Canva just lets me have templates for images that I use in every sales page, and I just replace the little elements of each image, and it's still, it just works. And it's cut the time that I was spending maybe 2 or 3 days doing a sales page. And now
it's Richie freaking Nolan.
Half a day. Hey, Richie.
Hey, how you doing? All right.
We're doing good. How are you?
Yeah, kids. Yeah, kids. Can't believe it's February tomorrow already.
I know, mental, isn't it?
Oh,
but you know what, Richie? You're just in time to find out.
Yes.
Here we go.
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
No.
No, of course he hasn't. And that was.
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
Cunt.
What a surprise.
Just that theme tune makes me laugh. The theme.
It's the best bit of a Friday night. It's the only reason we do this hour, to be honest, isn't it? It's that one thing.
It is.
No, everything else is dog shit now. Unless we play one.
Congratulations, Volker. You're fighting for all of us.
Jesus.
That's not the only thing. What about potatoes?
Well, yes, we do.
We might find out. We got to keep people on tender hooks.
On Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
Tender hooks for potato. God,
you've got to give people a reason to watch to the end of a video. We might find out who wants a potato.
That's a good hook as any.
And it's only a mic, because we might forget and go, oh, who knows.
But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, you're right about all of that, really, Steve. It's interesting times.
Who's got a launch coming up in February? Anyone here got a launch? Oh wow! Have you?
Have you not heard? Oh.
No, do tell us more.
I can't.
I'll tell you who's got a launch. Mark Laxton.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got a launch.
First time in a while.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. It looks decent.
I'm
man.
6'2" and he's this tall to me. That guy?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got a photo of me with Mark Laxton, but you can't see his head.
Mate, do you remember that? It was 2017. He came to stay with me in my flat, and I was like, what? I was much skinnier at the time as well.
Our event,
fucking 6'8". He did, yeah. He's huge.
You know what would be a great thing to do with him?
Was on one side and he was on another.
He was sat down on my couch, and Sasha came in the room, and they were the same size. She was stood up, and he was sat down, and they were still the same size. She's 5'4", Sasha.
Wow.
We got everyone to take a photo with him, but when we got the photos taken, we deliberately cut his head out of every single one. So all these pictures are of us with someone whose head's cut off. So that everyone that was at that event can go, I got a photo with Mark Laxton.
Yeah.
And I have somewhere on my phone. I've still got mine.
That's so funny.
You got me wearing an I Heart Cock t-shirt. So
yeah.
We should have him do. We were looking at doing that thingy, Richie. The what's it called? What was it called? What we were going to do for last. Mario Brothers. We should have him do the Mario Brothers and have him eat the mushroom, and then he just appears from the screen.
Yeah.
Super,
that one went in the fucking deleted items, didn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
That one.
And what's it gone with for this launch? Brokeback Mountain or something?
No, we're saving that special for you.
But we've got a couple of the one after this.
Millions is coming to JB Zoo anytime now.
Yeah.
We should do a Brokeback Mountain one, Richie, if you're game enough.
I'll be up for that if you're game enough.
We could call it like Brownstone or something. Just do something a bit different. Anyway, yes, launch on the 10th. If anyone's interested, jvwithdan.com.
Or you could go jvwithrichie.com.
You could do. It's just.
Do you guys keep score?
No, but maybe we should. Just for internal giggles.
Because I'm wondering whose name I should type in.
It depends. If you want to type something with less characters, mine.
I was just thinking that.
Wow.
Just the quickest way.
If that's how bad it is. That's how bad the rivalry is. It comes down to every
It goes
single
to the
word,
same
every
link. It
single
doesn't
letter.
really matter. It goes to the same place.
Well, man, that's just. Yeah, I
You know
guess
what?
it's
I
gonna
might
have to be
just
Dan.
change your
Sorry,
link.
Richie, you suck. Your name's
Right.
too long.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You could be Rick, R-I-C.
Yeah.
Don't encourage
Dan's
it.
fine. I don't know what you want me to say. It's fine. It's no problem.
So yeah, but I mean, like I mentioned at the beginning, February. I mean, we've had this date in the calendar since December, I think.
Yeah, it's December. Yeah, it's way before Christmas, and then every other fucker seems to want to launch the same week now. You're like, what?
Crazy.
Nothing.
So how much difference have they made in the actual adding of a product in the funnel to JVZoo? Is it still convoluted as fuck?
They haven't done anything to it yet.
So I think the PC answer there is no changes.
Okay.
I mean, it's
on the way.
I know some people struggle with. Once you get to know it, like anything, I mean, I don't find it that complicated, but
It's incredible in terms of but as opposed to Warrior Plus, it's incredible. It's thorough. It's very thorough. I mean, there's genuine. You know, when you're writing the copy or when you're designing it and all that stuff, and you've really got to think about what you're doing. Just because
in terms of reviewing,
you're worried
stuff,
about
in terms
it's
of
going to get knocked back.
yeah,
you know, 100. That's constantly on your mind. There's no getting away from that. You know, and it is a bit. I know the first time we did it, obviously for the last launch that we did, we were both a bit anxious. Is this going to get approved? Like, what are we going to do if it doesn't? You know, and and it's a little bit.
Warrior Plus, I think, is the answer. If it
Right.
doesn't get approved on JVZoo.
They should call it Warrior Plus, shouldn't
Warrior
they?
Plus.
Warriorless.com.
I must admit, I've been a little bit worried about Warrior this last week. It seems to have been up and down more times than a prostitute in a lift.
Yes.
Up and down. That's not unusual for Warrior Plus.
You're being generous.
There's always.
Yes, I am. That's true. I mean, even today I was putting like bits on and it just sort of hung, and I'm kind of a bit worried about. All right, what's happening with that? Considering that no one's launching anything, and you know, there's fuck all out there. And
you know, the best way to tell if a platform is healthy is actually go look at the sales. And that's what I've been doing lately. I've actually been going to both JVZoo and Warrior Plus. And right now, I'm just going to come over to launch date and I'm just going to scroll down and you don't see there's 100, there's a 500, but you don't see in the thousands anymore.
Yeah. Oh no, those days are long gone, aren't they?
250, 250.
I mean, every now and again you'll get one that breaks the trend.
Right. Okay. So that's to the 26. I'm going to go back just 2 weeks. That shouldn't take very long.
1,000. That's one at the bottom.
There's a couple meme coins, which I think we had a discussion about.
Demetrius stuff is gonna sell. It always does.
And
it's good to see it's got a 0% refund though. That's quite.
But the vid avatar, that actually 15% conversion, 4% refund. But
yeah, but here's the thing. This is what really winds me up about Warrior Plus. Those conversion rates are bullshit.
Yeah, because it's not on the front end; it's for the whole funnel, right?
So you look at that and you go, "Oh, my product's converted at 25%." No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Your funnel is 25%.
Correct.
But you can't do that because that's not a real number. Whereas you look at it on JVZoo and you go, "Oh, that's only converting at 10%." Yeah, but that's bloody good because it's front end only. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, the only reason you need screenshots with a good percentage is to scam other JVs into signing up to promote your dog shit product, isn't it? You know. Well, but it's if you bring out products named after semi-precious stones, anyway.
Oh, that's a gem.
I wonder what will be the next
one. So I'm just looking at it. There's not a lot. And do I remember my JVZoo login? Let me see. It's been a while. It has been a while.
I love Andy lowercase, isn't it? Or have you changed it since last time?
Oh, no.
Well, I do love Andy. Andy's a good friend of mine.
We had to change that one because it got exposed.
It was common knowledge, was it?
Yeah.
It's always common knowledge.
Kurt put it in a video with a list of API keys of isn't it? People have them.
So okay, here we go. So let's search, find products, right? Let's just take a look. And
just go into the top sellers. Do the left-hand side, products, drop down, top sellers. Down. There you go.
Yeah, but does it show how many sales?
Going down. Goes down any further, you'll be Warrior Plus.
Yeah.
Just click on affiliate information. Tell you exactly how many sales it's done. Or actually,
that's the one that I like to see a list of all of them on a page. They used to do that.
Go to the contest tab then, because the contest tab will show you that. So go products. Oh, find contest, yeah. And then
these are the prize pools. They don't show that anymore. So that's why I was going.
Oh yeah.
Let's go find products. Let's see if we could actually.
That's what I like about.
See right here, find products.
It's so easy to find what you're looking for.
So let's filter because what I want is, well, I'm guessing these are the launch dates here. So here's the 30th, 200, 250. I'm looking at the front end, but we'll look at the actual funnel to compare, be fair to both sides. 1,500. That was AI White Label's diamond.
So the 250 is front end customers, is it?
Correct.
Okay.
And the 500, 250 for this product.
Yeah.
1,500 for the funnel.
But 1,500
and this is in the funnel. And this is in the funnel.
Yeah.
Open App AI.
But you see, the one advantage of Warrior Plus is whereas you get to a little while to find where this information was. Warrior Plus saves you that time and trouble by never being up in the first place.
Right. But I do see more 1,000+ sellers, but I don't see a lot of launches.
Oh, you will do in February.
It's January. wait. Check month tryout for February.
I bet it's.
Wait till the fucking second week of February when we decided we wanted to launch because every fucker.
Yeah, I was looking at you.
Well, I'm looking at this as well. Warrior. JVZ.
Yeah, there's not many launches on JVZ. I mean,
JVZ.
Well, the thing is, you've got to look at is the actual. There's a lot of launches on Warrior Plus that will never get any support, or B would never
no sales. Shit.
Here is a platform that I'm starting to see a little bit more on Munchai. Digistore 24.
Digistore 24, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm actually worried about that. I think that's going to be bad for Digistore 24, and that was.
Yeah,
that felt like that's the safety platform.
Do you know
when
what?
Everything else goes.
It's
to
a really
shit,
good. It's a really good merchant. It's my career has been in high ticket closing, and it's been the one merchant I've never had any problems with ever.
But when for a while there was a whole load regularly that were ClickBank offers, and then ClickBank went no, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I've been investigating and looking in. Do I think that there is a recession worldwide? And this is telling me, yes, there is.
But how recent is this though? Is this the past 6 months, past 2 years, the past 3 years, since COVID?
I'd say I've been looking at this for the past year.
Past year, okay.
I think it's been falling. I certainly had worse returns on every product I've put out than before, because I basically took a year off, than before that year.
Yeah.
That's been a
now tell me if I'm wrong. If your income's gone up in the past year.
Yeah, it has has but for different reasons.
Because you've been more active, Steve. You've actually been launching more.
Yeah, because you've done some work, you lazy cunt.
I've done some work, yeah.
But if you stayed at the same level,
you've been working.
If you had launched the same number of
because I was working for clients instead, and they don't pay you any money at all.
No, some of them don't.
Some do.
So here's a launch coming up in February then. So this is
I like that helmet.
You can see that's Richie. There's no fucking way that's Dan.
What are you talking about?
Dan lost a lot of weight in that photo.
I mean, I know you.
Yeah, he slimmed down that day.
You got the same cheeks I do, Dan. It's okay.
It's like this picture a bit further down the page. I mean, come on. You touched
How long did you have that just waiting for you?
You touched that one up, and then I can't scroll any further than this. So we're going to have to stop right there.
He's found that right about 2 weeks ago, and he's been waiting 2 weeks.
No, I found it 1 minute ago. I just went. I loaded up your page and went, oh.
He has AI to make it.
And that is what I had to search for to find that other picture.
You've had that saved on your computer since I sent you the JV doc 2 weeks ago. Don't tell lies. You've been rubbing one out every night to that.
I kid you not. It took him 5 days and $8 worth of credits to make those images.
Yeah, I had to take the images that you supplied on the JV page and go, "Can you do these, but with less clothes on, please?" And then I was away. So
I'll tell you what, though, it's been. I mean, all these ideas come from start with we kind of spitball different ideas, and some make it and some don't. But I tell you what, because it's like trying to bring back the fun into these launches, and there is a bit of a pattern interrupt. Even Jamie Lewis, I messaged 2 days ago, just messaged back, "Ha ha." So even he replied. You thought it was.
It is honestly, you have to do something, and I know I'm joking around with it being that what. But, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to put that effort in and make it if you want to attract affiliates and if you want to play that game. And so you're doing it exactly as you should.
I can't take the credit. This is all comes from Dan, really. We've come up with the idea, but he does all the work.
But you can tell he touched up his photo a fuck's sight more than he touched up yours.
Do you know what though? Because we're working obviously now. We're obviously also working towards the one after this, which is. Yeah. And I won't go into what that is because I think it's still. Oh, actually, no, I'll put it on.
Say
Munchai,
the name,
actually, so you can find it on Munchai. But there's no JV page yet. But it's all kind of futuristic and Matrix themed. But I did mine, and I was trying to get his done. I was like, whatever I do, like Richie just looks like he should be holding hands with another responsible adult. In everyone that I put together, right? I'm like, I'm really sorry, dude, but I cannot get your face to look half decent in this style.
Mine?
Yours. Mine came out all right. Yours, I sent you yours, and you were like, ha ha.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. I'm not. Don't worry about it. Just.
But,
I'm not too precious about it, mate. I'm in my 40s now. I'm in my 40s now. I'm 10 years older than you. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, yes. Anyway, that's what we are. And this launch, I've tried to just go as easy and as simple as possible for anyone to do, you know, to build their list and to make affiliate sales. Literally, if they cannot do this, how simple we've made it, there's not much hope. There really isn't, you know. And it's exactly what all of us really do, right? We all do the same things when we take people through our products. We take them through a sequence to turn them from a freebie seeker to a buyer. It's, you know, not reinventing the wheel here, but it's just all completely
marketing 101. I tell them this all the time. They go, "Have you got any new products coming out?" And I go, "Not really." And they go, "Well, what aren't you working on anything?" I go, "Well, I've got some software projects that sort of bubbling away, but they take time." And they go, "No, but you got any more training coming out?" And I go, "How many times can I say to people, create a product, build an audience, build a list, market to it? How many fucking times can I package that up and sell it? That's all I do for a living. I just do it in a bunch of different niches and different ways."
That's why I've never done a product like that, because everybody else's product is like that, and I don't think I can add anything to it that hasn't already been said. You know.
Yeah. You see, I worry about it less because I go, there's always people that are, you know, coming in and out of the industry. There's always some fresh blood that hasn't seen it. There's plenty of people that have bought it similar before and never opened it. There's plenty of people that have taught it and they haven't got a clue what they're teaching. So I just kind of go, well, we'll put it out and we'll, you know, I know that somebody's going to spend $10 on that. If they do it, how I show them, with us giving them 100% on everything, and driving leads into it as we show them, they'll make some sales. They will, and because we've put the free product on JV Zoo, they're also building history with JV Zoo, which means that in the future there's more chance that they're going to be able to get approved to promote other stuff with other vendors, which is the other half of the battle. The amount of people that say, well, I need to build my sales history, but I can't build my sales history because I can't get approved. Now, we know, because most of us do it, if you buy the product, you're usually approved to promote it, right? I know I do. I'll approve people to promote it if they've bought it, after the launch, of course. But, people are thinking they're stuck in that catch-22. But, again, it's what we spoke about before. It's like taking your credit card out and making a purchase is not taking action on your business.
Yeah.
But
I think that,
at the end of the day,
everybody sat in this chat will know that.
Yeah.
And it's the people who probably aren't even watching this who need to know that, who never will.
Yeah.
It's because they're watching that new. Did you watch the first season on Netflix of what's it called? Oh God, my brain today is like Scampi.
I've never heard of that show. My brain today is like Scampi. It sounds like it's got potential. Sounds like the sort of thing Netflix would do.
The Night Agent. Sorry, ignore my.
Oh yes, season 2 is just. I've not seen season
2 just dropped.
Rave about it, and I'm getting tempted to actually give it a go. Is it any good?
I'm rewatching Daredevil because I want to do the whole Defenders lot before Daredevil Reborn in March. But I've just done Goosebumps on Disney Plus. The new one with David Schwimmer. That's actually rather good. I get one every so often, so I'll cancel Disney at one point and pick up Paramount or pick up something else instead.
That's what I do. I jump between subscription services.
Yeah. I cancelled now a few days ago.
You've got now is Netflix and Amazon Prime because
you know what? For the first time, I'm thinking of dropping Netflix. Prime gives me enough. It's worth doing it. You get the deliveries, you get some free books, you get some free music if you want to use it. There's
WWE.
I get a free.
Now that's on Netflix. I was paying WWE $10 a month for their service. I'm not paying that now. So
if you had kids, mate, Netflix is a godsend if you have kids.
Well, I can imagine. No, I can imagine that.
There's your iPad. See you in 6 hours.
Yeah.
I think. Do you know what though? It just depends. Every now and again, there's something that really comes out and go, God, that's a great thing to come out. But then it's the gap in between of just crap.
I got a message on. It was I think Tuesday or Wednesday from a friend of mine who was looking after her niece, and she said, "Look at what I've had to put up with for 6 hours," and she sent me a link to this YouTube video. Which was it was the strangest thing you could have ever. It was like somebody had taken the idea of a children's show and then turned it up to 12. And it was all of the really loud, bright, fuzzy bits of a children's show for like hours and hours and hours. And she said that she put this on once and she can't stop them watching the same video again and again and again and again and again. That's all they've got. And because they're short videos, it's the same stuff again and again and again.
Just let her know now. Her kids are definitely going to love LSD.
But what a great idea for a YouTube channel. I mean, that's like ultimate engagement, isn't it?
What's that? Miss Rachel you're talking about? Is that you mean?
And don't forget YouTube, because I know that's a dodgy word, the drugs word, in it. So kids don't do drugs. Send them to me and I'll do them for you.
Have you seen Miss Rachel, the YouTuber?
No.
Is that her?
No, that's not her. So she's she's American.
Oh
she has like a bow in her hair.
I know who you're talking about.
Because mothers at home tie their hair back. She wears dungarees, and she's basically like the US female version of Mr. Tumble, and she's multi-millionaire. Miss Rachel. The kids love her. She's like. I'm not going to do an impression, but she's absolutely amazing. But this woman left college and then went and she was a nursery nurse for a year, and then she's like, I'll just do stuff on YouTube. Just created this character, and it's just an amazing YouTube. It's just millions and millions of views like daily now. Yeah, and just
this is one of those videos.
Yeah, she has done a deal with Netflix. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is one of those videos where someone has just cobbled together every character from every popular thing and just stuck it in a thing and made loud music. That's all it was. It wasn't anything particularly artistic or good.
Sent me a friend invite on Facebook.
Billy
Chad
Dark.
Nicely.
Oh.
Chad Nicely.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I got one from Chad the other day.
I thought,
he's got a launch coming up.
Yeah, that's what
he does.
She's amazing. 13 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know how much that 13
Great
million
idea.
subscribers rakes in each episode?
How much?
30 grand.
Nice.
Yeah, it's less than you'd think though, because
It is less than you think. It's less than a
you can't
normal TV
advertise
show's
like you
budget.
used to be able to. You know, there's people bringing that in with channels with a lot less.
Yeah.
A lot less.
Yeah, she's a challenging wank.
Oh.
And we're still live on YouTube, and we've already gone there. If this gets taken down, you're not blaming me for dropping the F word in the first 5 minutes.
I'm absolutely blaming you.
YouTube says it's okay for you to punch up, but they can't punch down.
Right.
So since we don't
There you
have
go.
4 million subscribers, they can't punch back at us.
There you go.
We're good to go, including
Right.
Mr. Beast. Anyone want to punch at him?
No, he's
On
all
that
right.
basis, like,
Have you been
Loads
watching
of
his game
people-
show?
You know,
There
I
are
haven't,
loads
but
of people
I
on YouTube
want, I
who
need
talk
to, but I just haven't got around to doing it.
Say
'cause
that
I've been
now, 'cause I'm punching
busy.
up.
Yep, punching up.
It
Got
is-
to punch up.
It's a good show, but I have to question people's ethics and morals.
Morals?
Yeah, I think, you know, if that's truly how people feel about a lot of things that they were doing, some of the stuff in it, you watch it and you go, you absolute scumbag. For the contestants, I don't mean Mr. Beast himself. But yeah, it's a good bit of fun, isn't it? See what people
But the
will do.
whole thing
5
about
million.
Beast Games is it's a game. The only rule is there aren't really any rules other than the ones they give you once you get in. So you just, if you're going in to win the money, you don't care who you stab in the back or anything. That's the aim of the game you're playing at the time. It's not about who's nice. It's about who wants to win the money. And it's just
you know what? I also think a couple of them are paid actors. And I'll tell you why. Because they've got them up there and they say, right, 2 teams of, I don't know what they are, 40, 50. I don't want to spoil it for you, Steve, but I'll just give you this little snippet. So you've got 40 or 50 people and they pick a captain. The captains go up and they say, right, 2 options. You take $1 million now, but everyone in your team gets eliminated, or you don't take it and you all carry on, right?
And the top prize is 5 million.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but this is
you've got a
1/5.
1 in 5 chance. Or you can either take $1 million or you can try and get it, but you've got much worse odds than 1 in 5 because there's still 150 people out there. So your odds are much worse, right? And both of them go up there like, oh no, I'm not taking it. I would betray these bitches for $100.
Especially on day 1 or 2. Yeah.
But they don't, and that's why I go, they've got to be paid. These people, they're turning down $1 million.
That's what I started to think, because I was thinking that's $1 million. There's 4 of you up. There's £1 million you got, and you can go now. This is on like really early on in the bloody competition. Surely no one is that stupid that you can't work out the pot odds on this and do it. And then I realised that they're Americans and anything goes.
We love you.
I just think that they're missing a trick not bringing back It's a Knockout.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That was quality television.
It was, wasn't it?
That and Takeshi's Castle. Do you remember that?
They brought back Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
They brought back Takeshi's Castle with Ramesh Ranganathan and the other one with the big teeth.
Fuck
doing
off.
the voice.
That wanker.
Yeah.
Really, Rod.
Yeah, it's a chav. Rob
Beckett.
Beckett. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone else had a go at it as well before that. It was Rongesh with the chap he's a DJ now, and his dad was in a band. Gold. His son. Those two did it.
Oh, Roman Kemp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was shit. They only did about a few episodes, maybe the pilot or something, and then it came back with Beckett and Ramesh doing it. But if you were to bring back It's a Knockout now, the problem is that they're trying to stamp out paedophiles presenting TV shows, and the only people that are good, the reason all those shows were good, do you think of all the shows that were good back in the days? They were presented by a pedo. So there's your solution. Just open it, get pedos in the entertainment game, but keep them away from kids. We'll have better TV. And we know where they are. We'll keep an eye on them, which is better than locking them up and spending millions on it. See, Andy,
I think.
Thank you.
I think it would be the perfect vehicle for Kirsty and Phil from Location.
You know what? I sometimes
two different teams. It'd be great.
Ever watch the replays of Fort Boyard?
Lots of puns about. Oh, you can't build a house on that. You know, lots of stuff like that. It'd be perfect.
Back in the day, she was.
There was only one reason to watch Fort Boyard. Well, two if you count them both.
Yeah, that's what they need to bring back. Get someone like that back in to present it.
Yeah, and she's still fit. She just got married. She's like 57 or something. She's still smoking hot.
Hello, Volker.
Oh, I wasn't expecting the Spanish.
Hey, Volker.
Yeah. So here's again. Nobody expected him.
I think I did after last week.
Oh, let's find out.
The stakes are so high now. Who wants a potato? It's time to find out now. Are you ready to show?
And actually, if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to have to come back next week and find out.